Connie says she does not remember when her health problems first started.
When I was about a year and a half, I was told that by my parents that my knees especially started hurting, and I didn't want to walk very far. Started having pain. Not that long after that, the first symptoms, I was diagnosed with a juvenile rheumatoid arthritis.
Now 54, Connie works as a project manager here at the Danish Rheumatism Association in Copenhagen. Her treatment started in her early 20s. Then, some 10 years ago, doctors advised her to change her medication to biosimilars. Biosimilars are biological medicines whose structure, efficacy, safety, dosage, and side effects are highly similar to those of the approved reference medications. But they are cheaper to manufacture and more affordable for patients and healthcare systems.
In periods of my life, it had been taking quite a while to find the right medication which were good. So I was concerned that now, when I was told I'm going to switch to a biosimilar, would it work just as well? So I really needed to address this to my physician, but I also thought that, well, they would not give it to me if it wasn't okay. So of course I was willing to try it and use it. It was another package and it looked a bit different, but for me I didn't have any changes in the way it was treated or the things I felt.
Like Connie, thousands of Danish patients have successfully switched to biosimilars these last years. Denmark has been a front-runner in their use. The country also has a good tradition of monitoring its patients. As soon as biosimilars were available, experts here started studying their impact. Senior consultant for rheumatology, Bente Glintberg, was involved in a number of those studies.
When the biosimilars came on the market, it was quite obvious for us to then look at these data in a prospective manner and say, okay, these patients, they switch from one drug to another. So how do the patient outcomes behave? How is the drug effectiveness? Is it the same? We identified more than 1,000 patients who switched, and a historical group of patients treated with the originator drug the year before. And there we then compared the outcomes. They were very much identical. We couldn't hardly disentangle the lines. So that illustrated to us that the patients accepted this switch to the biosimilar drug and had the same outcomes as they would have had on the originator drug.
Acknowledging these breakthroughs, the European Commission's pharmaceutical reform wants to improve the availability of biosimilars and also generics to ensure more patients can get access to more affordable medications. According to the European Commission, modulated incentives should allow biosimilars to enter markets up to 2 years earlier than today. From the Netherlands, the European Medicines Agency will keep playing key roles at consultation and regulatory levels. The agency authorized the first biosimilar back in 2006, and since then, 105 have been approved in the European Union. Other candidates are under strict scrutiny, says the EMA's chief medical officer.
What we are looking for here is to reassure that the manufacturer can produce these products in a consistent and safe manner, that what they produce is actually what they promise to produce, and that they have demonstrated that the product on a molecular basis is similar to the reference product. Some critics and some who doubts in biosimilars would argue that the standards are lower, but that's actually not right. We will put the same standards independent on what type of medicines we are dealing with. When generics was introduced maybe 30, 40 years ago, we had the same concerns. People were concerned about generics. There are still rumors around from time to time that generics, because they are cheaper, are for lower quality. And that's not true.
Having rheumatoid arthritis is a chronic disease, so it's also not important just how it is right now, but also in 10 years or 20 years or even 30. So it's very important that you have a right treatment, and it's a very good thing that more people can benefit from these cheaper medications.